Okay, so I'm about 2,500 miles away from the mainland United States, living in a political bubble, I guess, that is Hawaii, because I haven't seen anything on the election in the past couple days. I'm filming two of these videos. This first one is going to be in case Trump wins. The second one is going to be in case Kamala wins. You're only going to see one of the videos because only one of the scenarios can happen. So essentially, I'm not going to have any like fancy editing in here, maybe a couple things here and there, but I really just want to have a real conversation and hopefully get meaningful replies. Hopefully it's like a productive conversation. I don't know. It probably won't be. You know how YouTube comment sections are. But I'm going to split this video up into, like this specific video up into two parts. The first half is going to be talking to the people that didn't vote for Trump. The second half is going to be talking to people that did vote for Trump. I'll put it on the screen. That is one piece of editing that I will do of like when it swaps in between the two in case you don't care about the other half. So that being said, to the people that voted for Kamala and wanted her to win, I hope you're doing okay. I really do. Trump got the win. GG, I guess. He won. I didn't see it coming personally, but I guess things happen. And I just want you to know things will be all right, hopefully. I'm trying to just shed a little bit of hope in terms of kind of the future of the United States. I mean, he was already president once. Hopefully you know a little bit more of what to expect in terms of the overall feelings and mood and climate as you're going around your day-to-day life, and can adjust maybe a little bit easier this time, I guess, if that's any solace to you. It's like I can recognize, though, that certainly conditions are different now. There's a whole lot more skepticism around him as kind of a figure in general in terms of, you know, what he represents and the things he's planning on doing once he gets into office. So I understand that's probably hard and it's a hard pill to swallow. I hope you are okay. And I hope you're not too absolutely like awestruck and in pure dismay and despair because of it. Because I don't know, I think it'll be okay. I know my words of thinking it'll be okay, it really probably doesn't mean much, but all we can do is just is keep on keep on keeping on, come back strong next election, and maybe a better turnout will happen for the, you know, Democratic Party, I suppose. But hopefully I know a lot of people probably aren't past singularly voting for your specific party. That's another discussion for another day. I'm not really a political guy. Speaking of that, once again, I'm not a political guy. I don't quite think I understand the gravity of what Trump winning actually means, just because I feel like I'm so uninformed. I feel like I'm so uninformed in terms of a lot of the political processes and, you know, the policies that each candidate was running between. All I can really speak on is the sentiments that are coming from both sides. And it seems like a lot of the Kamala supporters are feeling a whole lot of disdain and vitriol towards the Trump side. And I think in the event that Trump wins, in the event that you're seeing this video, I feel like a lot of that is going to come out, and and I feel like a lot of people will just be in shambles. So I don't even know where I started that thought from, but where I wanted it to end was, I don't know a whole lot about politics. That is one place where I'm trying to improve, or I guess just try to get more knowledgeable. I just find it hard to care a lot of the times. It feels like there's 1,000 things to care about in my day-to-day life, including politics in it. I found it difficult personally, but that's really no excuse. Like, I could do more, and maybe I should start looking into it more. But long story short, all that to say, you'll probably be okay, I guess. I don't know. Maybe this is not helpful at all, but if it's any solace to you as well, I had another video about religion. I've been working on that too, just, you know, trying to find my space with God and all that too. And there's a scripture that I wanted to share. Like, who would have thought that I'm actually starting to retain scriptures off top? But one of them, it involves like worrying. And it was like, do you ever, like, God provide, if you're a Christian and you're watching this, I don't know, maybe a lot of people aren't, but it says if God is, I wanted to say if God is with you, who can be against you? But no, that's not the relevant one I want to talk about. It's essentially, and maybe I'll put this on the screen, but it's God will provide for you. Did you ever gain anything? Like, did you ever add an extra day to your life by worrying? Because, well, that's the scripture. Did you ever add an additional day to your life by worrying or something along those lines. I'll put it on the screen, but essentially all that I want that to mean is it is stressful. It is, a lot to worry about at the time, I'm assuming, because Trump won. So I just don't want people to worry too much and be so, I guess, in your head about it because he won. All you can do is keep moving forward and keep trying to fix whatever communities you can or make whatever changes you can inside, the boundaries of what you can. I think worrying about on the macro scale what's going to happen, I just don't see any real benefit to doing that. That would be my advice. And I think that's all I have for the Kamala voter section. So the Trump supporter section. Goodness gracious, how'd y'all do it? How'd y'all do it? I think that's insane, and I didn't think he was gonna win for real. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but hey, that's a dub. Last time Trump won, people were wearing black on campus. I remember it was my first time voting. I lost that time too. I voted for Hillary at that point, but yeah, people were wearing black on campus, all forlorn, like the world was ending. And I think we made it through those 4 years pretty all right. So I'm hoping, since y'all voted for him, maybe y'all know something that I don't. Like, once again, I'm not the most informed person in the world in terms of politics. And when I say not the most informed, I mean not really informed at all. So maybe I'm missing something. I'm seeing a whole lot of sentiments saying that it's not like, if you're voting for Trump, it's not even a difference in politics. Like, it's a difference in like morality and values and things like that. And those are some strong words, coming from people that aren't supporting Trump. So I really truly want to know, like, what is driving you to vote for him? Like, a lot of people say, like, no matter what the reasoning is, it's not okay. Like, there couldn't be any possible reason for you to vote for Trump that is at any point reasonable and that is reasonable and makes it seem like you care about other people. Like, I've literally heard that. So I don't know. I find it hard to believe that the 60 probably plus million people that had to have voted for Trump for him to get in office, I find it very difficult to believe that every one of them is some unempathetic Neanderthal cult follower that's just voting for Trump because they're racist and they're a rich white man. I feel like that's hard to believe for me personally. And I don't know, I really truly just want to know, like, why? Like, just a quick reason. I don't know how many of my, couple hundred subscribers are actually Trump followers, I guess, or trumpets. That's not the word. Trump supporters, I suppose. But yeah, I really just want to know. I just want to know, what you're thinking, what's going through your head. I mean, you're probably singing "I'm Proud to Be American." That song's really a banger too. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel like I was vibing to it one day. I kid you not. I don't know what I was doing, but that's besides the point. But to you who voted for Trump, congratulations, I guess. Fair play. I don't know if we're gonna do a whole, riot at the Capitol or anything of, oh, he didn't really win. I think it's probably pretty clear if I'm posting this video that it was a fair and clean dub. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I feel like it could be two different things. Like I kind of said at the beginning of this section of maybe I just don't know enough to be upset at it, or number two, I am just missing something that y'all know that I don't. So I don't know if y'all just want to give me your thoughts on, abortion or immigration. I think were two big ones, or education reform. Like those were kind of big things where it's just like me in my head, I'm thinking, if you're for it and you voted for them, or if you're against, like for it, meaning abortion, like if you're for abortion, I guess maybe you wouldn't vote for him, but I don't think he's actually taking away all of abortion. Like I don't, like once again, I'm not too caught up in the political process, and that is my issue. And I really think maybe I should look a little more into it. I always use the rationale of my vote only is counted once. So a whole lot of people that are a whole lot more worried about the political process versus me, who is consistently unconcerned about politics, we both only get one vote. And say if we both in this situation voted for Kamala, I don't know what more I gained out of knowing the intricacies of the policies that each candidate had. You know what I mean? It seems like all that created or could create is just more worry and concern if the other side were to come into power and you didn't get what you want. But even me saying that, like, once again, this is unedited. That feels like it feels like there's some sort of logical fallacy in there. It is good to be informed. I just think if that knowledge of being informed doesn't actually create any sort of change in your community in any way, I just don't understand how, like, there is any purpose in that information. I guess you can know how it impacts your life on a day-to-day basis and move accordingly. So I guess that is a good thing. So anyway, all that to say, congrats to you, Trump supporter. I can't say I'm outwardly as mad as a lot of people. Maybe I should be, maybe I shouldn't be. Let me know in the comments. Please try and stay productive. I said that in the Kamala half. Maybe I said that at the very beginning, but regardless, please try to stay productive. Once again, I started this off saying I'm not a political channel. I'm not going to talk about politics or something like that in one of my other videos, and I'm still not. I think this is really just more for my own self-reflection and kind of goal of just being a better, well-rounded individual, because it feels like politically I got a lot lacking in terms of just being informed. It feels like that is just something you should do in order to be like a better citizen, I suppose. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's it for me. I'm going to start recording the if Kamala won this time. I'm going to start recording the if Kamala won. So yeah, I guess you'll never see that if Trump won. So stay safe.